Now we're going to get into a mock draft that I did, a full 7 rounds, 11 picks of the Raiders. The first guy that I took at 10th overall, my man, Tremaine Edmunds out of Virginia Tech. Even before the Edmunds' impressive NFL combine, his NFL draft stock was rising due to his athletic ability, plus his size and speed combo. Measuring at 6'5", weighing 253 pounds, Edmunds ran a 4.54 second 40-yard dash, and his lateral quickness reminds me of a defensive back. Edmunds led the Hokies with 109 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 14 tackles for a loss, and 3 forced fumbles this past season. Edmunds is my main man for the Raiders in round 1. What about pick 2, though? Round 2, pick number 41, I'm going with cornerback Carlton Davis out of Auburn. The cornerback class in this year's draft is pretty balanced with a ton of depth, which means solid options will be available to the Raiders in round 2. Enter Davis, who is a starting caliber cornerback who has even been rumored to be a possible first-round pick. I think we can get him in round 2 at 41. Now let's go to round 3, pick 75, Rasheem Green, defensive end, USC. The Raiders did add former 49ers defensive end Tank Carradine to help set the edge in free agency. However, he's proven to be just a part-time player, and adding a player such as Green would go along in terms of helping a unit get after the quarterback. The former Trojan checked in at 6'5", 275 pounds with 33.75-inch arms and over 81-inch wingspan. That's insane. That's like a California condor. Proving that he has the size that an outside linebacker Bruce Irvin lacks to set the edge. Green amassed 41 tackles, 12.5 tackles for a loss, 10 sacks, and 4 passes defended, and even 1 forced fumble during his junior season at USC. Let's go to round 4 now. Pick 110, Toliver II, cornerback, LSU. The Raiders have shown the importance in adding depth at the position in free agency with adding Rashaan Melvin, who's going to start opposite Garyon Conley next season, or at least that's the plan heading into OTAs. During his time at LSU, Toliver made his presence right away. He started as a true freshman for the Tigers, and while he had an interesting college career, he comes into the NFL with the physical gifts needed to play the position. Round 5, pick 159, wide receiver, DaeSean Hamilton out of Penn State. The wide receiver position in Oakland is basically too deep right now after the team signed Jordy Nelson and released Michael Crabtree. The Raiders have said that they are interested in adding a wide receiver, so why not address it in the draft? At 6'1", 205 pounds, Hamilton is the perfect size to play the slot for the Raiders. The Raiders are bringing back Seth Roberts this season, but Hamilton would be an upgrade, and he played some of the best ball in Penn State's biggest games. That sounds like a guy Gruden would absolutely fall in love with. Let's go to round 5, pick 173, Jamarco Jones, offensive tackle, the Buckeyes. The tackle position for the Raiders is one of the great needs as they look to go into the season with Brino Giacome as the front runner to start at right tackle. Starting left tackle Donald Penn is getting up there in age, and the Raiders could have a serious problem at the position if he goes down to injury like he did last season. Bringing in a player like Jamarco Jones would give the team much-needed depth at the tackle position and could start even next year. Jones had to sit behind Taylor Decker for 2 years at Ohio State, but Decker is one heck of a player to learn behind. He will likely be a right tackle in the NFL, and getting him in the 5th round would be a great move for the Raiders. But I want to know what you guys think before I give you my next picks. How about you guys grade my first 6? What do you guys think how I did? If you think it's an A, give me a heart. A B, thumbs up. Laughing face, I guess if it's a C, or if you think I just totally bombed this, I guess you can throw a laughing face, but maybe be a little bit kind. I would appreciate that. Let's get into round 6 now. Pick 185. I'm going to go with Damon, Webb, safety out of Ohio State. A 2-year starter for the Buckeyes, Webb really developed as a player during his years with the team. The most valuable player of the Cotton Bowl, Webb began his career as a cornerback and developed into one of the best safeties in the Big Ten. Playing in the secondary at Ohio State is quite an accomplishment, as they seem to send first-rounders into the league every year. Webb came as a leader in the secondary over the last 2 seasons and would be a great addition in this late in the NFL draft. Let's go round 6, pick 212. Marquise Haynes, defensive end, Ole Miss. Former Ole Miss edge Marquise Haynes is 6'3" and 230 pounds of potential. That defensive coordinator, Paul Gunther and Gruden, should love molding as a 6th-round selection. In April 2017, Haynes was named Ole Miss's Chucky Mullins Award winner as a defender that embodies the late defensive back's spirit and courage. Mullins was paralyzed while making a tackle in a 1989 game and passed away just 2 years later at the age of 21. Haynes wore Mullins' number 38 jersey this season. He amassed 172 tackles, 47 tackles for a loss, 32 sacks, and 12 forced fumbles during his four-year career at Ole Miss. Now, let's get into round 6, pick 216. I'm going to go with Rashaan Gaulden. While Gaulden is most likely known for flipping off Alabama, he's actually a really solid defensive back. He played a little bit of everything as defensive backfield for the Volunteers and enters the 2018 NFL Draft despite having one more year of eligibility. Gaulden is not a great tackler, but he does have good ball hawking skills. This Raiders team needs some depth at the cornerback position, and he has the talent to be a good backup at the next level. Next guy I got coming in at pick 217, Cabinda, LS linebacker from Penn State. May have the greatest picture I've ever seen. Look at that snarl. Love it. It looks like a Gruden grinder. All right. So, 3-time captain during his time with Penn State and played a huge role helping revive the program. As the team's star linebacker, he helped the Nittany Lions to an unexpected Big Ten title back in 2016. He plays the Raider way and has the kind of motor that is needed to succeed at the NFL level. He is likely to be an outside guy in the NFL, but has the skill set to play any linebacker position for the Raiders if they need the help. Last guy, round 7, pick 228. I'm going to go with Brandon Facyson, cornerback, Virginia Tech. So I guess we're going to round out my mock with this guy. After bursting out of the gate of his collegiate career in 2013 with 5 interceptions, he actually didn't record another interception for the rest of his career with the Hokies. But at 6'2", 197 pounds, he ran a 40-yard dash at 4.53 seconds and put up 16 wrench on the bench, demonstrating that he has plenty of athletic talent for the NFL coaches to work with as a 7th-round prospect. I think this is a good one. But now let's loop back all of them. Let's see all the remainder picks that we have, starting with pick number 1, Tremaine Edmunds, Carlton Davis, Rasheem Green, Toliver, and then let's get into the next ones. We got DaeSean Hamilton, Jamarco Jones, we have Webb, and then Haynes. Next, we got Gaulden, Cabinda from Penn State, and then DaeSean at cornerback. Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to the Raiders Report. My name is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at Mitchell Renz365. And until next time, go Raiders.